Welcome to Cruise1st Luxury Collections. Come and take a seat in our concierge lounge where you can relax and watch the world of luxury travel come to you. These are getaways with more time, more space, more inclusions and a cut above a regular cruise holiday. Cruise1st have been in the ocean travel business now for over 25 years, and in that time we've built unrivaled relationships with cruise and river travel providers around the world. And we matchmake these immersive holiday journeys to our guests who like to enjoy all of the finer things in life. So let's indulge in nothing but elevated travel. Let's see the world in true style and enjoy the finest journeys, service and experience. Our dedicated team of travel experts are with you every step of the way, unlocking the highest quality at impressive prices. This show will bring the journey alive, and we'll call on leading experts in the industry and get you the very best recommendations. Coming up in this edition, we're sailing with Oceania Cruises with their small ship luxury journeys, enjoying the finest award-winning cuisine at sea. Joining me to guide us through these wonderful adventures is Cal Sindhu from Oceania Cruises as we plan adventures around the four corners of the globe, from the Far East to Australia, a maiden Mediterranean voyage opportunity and a dreamscape paradise journey around the South Pacific and Hawaii. Come with us as we enjoy elevated service, style and sophistication at sea.
Experience the art of travel with Oceania Cruises, where every journey blends sophistication, comfort and discovery. Designed for travelers who seek both elegance and exploration, these luxurious mid-size ships provide an intimate atmosphere as they sail to the world's most captivating destinations. With expertly crafted itineraries, enjoy the freedom to explore deeper with extended stays and overnight visits, allowing you to immerse yourself in the culture, history and flavors of each destination. On board, delight in the finest cuisine at sea, indulge in beautifully appointed accommodations, and savor personalized service that exceeds every expectation. So it's time to embark on a voyage where every moment is thoughtfully curated. From enriching cultural experiences to unparalleled onboard indulgence, each journey is a seamless blend of relaxation and discovery, leaving you with memories to treasure forever.
Oh gosh, it all sounds absolutely dreamy and wonderful. And let's bring it to life with my special guest, Cal Sindhu from Oceania Cruises. Cal, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you. My word, it's exciting times right now at
Absolutely.
Oceania, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Looking forward to the brand new launch, of course, which will be which ship are we up to now?
Number 8.
Fantastic.
So, Allura in number 8.
Yeah. And are there plans for the future that you can let me in on?
There are. We've got some things coming up very soon, which we will be able to share soon.
Okay.
All absolutely same, small ship luxury. Yes.
Yeah, Oceania is like a huge, big kind of cuddle that once you're on board, that's it. You just breathe in and out and enjoy it.
You do. I mean, the word I would use is family, okay? And that's because we want you to come back and experience that beautiful product, the luxury product with the small ships, the destinations we go to, and of course, the finest cuisine at sea.
Yeah, talk to me about what the inclusions are on board. For anyone who hasn't yet seen Oceania, and actually lots of people are looking around at the luxury cruise market and making their choices. Who is it for and what does it give us?
So we are small ship luxury, okay? As I said, we've got 7 ships, soon to be 8. Small ship luxury, and when we say small ship luxury, it's because our ships are designed to get into some of these boutique ports that these big ships just can't get into. But more importantly, it's the number of customers we have on board. So no more than 1,250 across our fleet. We have the most incredible, finest cuisine at sea, from beautiful gourmet style dining that's included. And of course, the destinations we go to are absolutely stunning.
And it's a broad base of passengers as well, actually. It's people of all ages, isn't it? Because actually people traditionally have seen the cruise market as maybe a more mature market, but actually people more and more are seeing, I guess, the benefits of being treated royally, I guess.
Yeah, and look, luxury to one person could be fine dining, it could be a destination that they've never been to, but when you put all three together and you see people doing different things on board and it's all in one place, it makes sense.
And of course, when it comes to the ports, you're going more to the heart of the destination, aren't you, rather than porting out. You know, sometimes it's quite some distance, isn't it, from the port city itself.
Correct, yeah. So 85% of our ports include free shuttle buses as well, so we can get you from ship to shore in less than 10-15 minutes. There's no queues, there's no queuing at the port. You're literally ready to come straight back on.
It's great as well because we have an amazing relationship with Oceania as well that we've built up over the years here at Cruise1st, and I think we better get on holiday, hadn't we? We've got 4 feature packages to show you with Oceania, including the maiden Mediterranean voyage on the brand new Allura, which launches just in July. We're also going to be heading to Australia and Bali for February next year, which sounds absolutely incredible, and I would love to be there. And we're also going to head to the wonders of French Polynesia and the Hawaiian Islands in October, which includes in our package a stay in Los Angeles. Let's start though in the Far East next January, and this is a 22-night dream getaway starting with your flight from the UK. Oh my word, get ready to go over to the island of the gods, to Bali, and we've got a relaxing 4-night hotel stay there. Oh my word, this is on so many people's bucket list, Cal, isn't it, Bali?
Beautiful place.
The island of the gods, the place to relax, to be zen, and actually prepare yourself for the ultimate treat in terms of the cruise as well. A wonderful place to be, so many serene surroundings, wonderful temples, wonderful attractions. You will be beguiled by Bali, and I think you'll be back again in the future. But the highlight, obviously, of this journey is our cruise on Oceania on Regatta, and we're on board for 14 nights. The first of those actually overnight in Bali itself. So
correct.
This is such a relaxed. Talk me through the introduction. So when I arrive on board Regatta, what will I see? What will I enjoy?
So when you come on board, you'll be greeted with excellent service from the staff. You'll possibly be able to have the music playing with the string quartets, which is very welcoming, and we have this beautiful arrival. And then of course you're on board to see the most beautiful grand staircase, exquisite luxury from the surroundings of the ship, and then just sit back and enjoy.
When we were talking about the smaller passenger numbers here, I take it actually the occupancy of the ship could be far higher.
Correct.
It's deliberately kept lower, so there is more of everything for all of us.
There's 670 customers on this one with 400 crew, so the crew to staff ratio is very personal. It's all about personalisation, the service, the space. There are so many beautiful areas that you can relax and enjoy on this ship as well.
I guess then that also means that you kind of strike up relationships with your crew as well as a passenger. That gives you more of a kind of a family feel as you're taking a journey like this.
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
A wonderful set of surroundings, as you can see. Everything is very calm, is very gentle. Does that mean that I'm hunting around for things to do if I'm on a sea day there? Are there activities for me to do?
No, there's plots. Look, there's plenty to do. We won't have 5 or 6 different PA announcements. You'll have one a day in your staterooms. Every day you'll get given the daily agendas to what you can do, what activities you can take part in. There could be different activities around by the teams that are there to help you. But then of course it's yours to enjoy or sit back by the pool, beautiful food venues to eat as well.
And still all the fun things I love about cruising as well. So a nice show in the evening.
Yeah, we have some state-of-the-art entertainment. We have live music. We have, as I've mentioned before, every day 4 o'clock afternoon tea. Lovely area in Horizons Lounge, and then you can head up there to watch some live entertainment as well.
And I believe I can keep in touch as well if I've always got a gadget in my hand. You've always got a gadget in your hand, I'm sure, as well. So we can keep in touch when we're on board as well.
Of course you can, because we now include in our Your World Included Wi-Fi for up to 2 devices.
Awesome, which is so important to people, isn't it? And it actually gives you that instant kind of bragging rights, doesn't it? You can get those pictures straight up to the socials, can't you? Yeah. And you'll be blocked left, right and centre by all of your friends and family. But anyway, you can live with that while you're away in this part of the world, and you are enjoying 2 weeks of cruising. As I mentioned, your first night is on board in Bali, and we're on board for 2 weeks. So we are heading first out to Lombok in Indonesia. This is beautiful. You can take a city tour here with Oceania to the local pottery village, explore the markets. There's Namada Park here and the Meru Temple as well. Then we make our way across to Selakan Bawang. Now this is the north of Bali, and there is a North Bali tour here to Singaraja, which is the ancient temple here, and you can also enjoy the botanical gardens here and shop at a farmer's market. Who'd have thought in this part of the world? Surabaya is next in Indonesia. Such a fascinating part of the world, isn't it? Indonesia. There's so much to see. There's a city highlights tour here which can take you to the Grand Mosque and the Chinatown and the Arab Quarter, and then we will sail on. Remember, we're having longer days in port as well, so more time to immerse, and you are less time waiting to actually get off and actually see the places. You've got the famous Borobudur Temple here, which is easy for you to say and wonderful to see, and you can enjoy it here in Semarang before we sail on to Jakarta, where you can tour the Taman Mini Indonesian Indah here, which is a sprawling park showcasing the culture in miniature. It's absolutely beautiful and charming. I was watching some tourist videos of it. It looks incredible. A couple of days at sea, and then the hustle bustle, if you want to, of Kuala Lumpur. I say if you want to because there are many different things you can do here. Head right into the heart of the city, very busy city, or escape to the famous Batu caves that we're seeing there on the pictures and the lovely temples. Langkawi is next, where you can head to the Sky Bridge, which we're seeing in the picture there, which looks very high. So you've got to head for heights there. Wonderful, breathtaking views here. You can take a cable car up Mount Chinchang as well. Phuket is next in Thailand. That's on lots of people's bucket list as well. There's a cruise through Al Phang Bay as well, which is famous for its waters, and you can visit the famous James Bond Island there. It was in The Man from the Golden Gun, apparently. Penang is next in Malaysia, where you can take a relaxing funicular up Penang Hill for the views over the island. There's the famous Kek Lok Si Temple that you can see there, with incredible gardens to explore too. Next, we cruise on to Malacca in Malaysia, and there's a lovely cruise along the Malacca River you can take with the Oceania here. Enjoy the local history and the famous murals here. There's a heritage museum for you to enjoy as well. Again, excursions completely and utterly your choice. They're very well curated if you want to take part, but often you can just wander in a city. Now, we end the cruise in Singapore, but that's not the end of the holiday, because we are staying for a couple of nights in Singapore, and you'll be so glad if you've never seen Singapore before that we are as well, because you get to explore all of the different districts there. Again, very bustling city, great designer shopping there on Orchard Road. You've got wonderful and colourful Chinatown there. You've got Marina Bay, of course, and everything that goes on there. And of course, an amazing contrast between day and night in Singapore as well. And then we will fly you back to the UK. Cal, that's quite some journey we're taking there, isn't it?
The itinerary, absolutely incredible. And look, Singapore's incredible. The itineraries are incredible. The itineraries are absolutely spot on.
You were looking very wide-eyed.
I was intrigued, as if to say, when can I go?
Yes. And I think actually when you're in unfamiliar parts of the world, to have so much information, to have so much choice around you as well. I touched on some of the excursions there as we went through the ports, and of course they're well researched, they're tried and tested, and they are, again, elevated excursions with Oceania as well.
They are, because obviously our shore excursion team that we have on board will guide you. I mean, overall we have over 6,000 different culinary experiences and tours.
Wow.
The groups that you go out with are going to be smaller, so you personally feel that you're enjoying it more. You're not going to have 50 to 70 people on buses going to the same place. It's going to be 25 to 30, smaller, more interesting for you to enjoy.
Yes, so you'll get more out of that in essence, won't you, when you're with a smaller group. So I guess there are different types of tours as well. There'll be some that are a little bit more energetic, some along with the finest cuisine at sea. On board are lovely food and cultural experiences as well.
Yeah, they are. And you mentioned the market, didn't you, in Kuala Lumpur, which is wonderful because that would be one of our culinary experience tours. And it's lovely because they take you to the heart of the market where you get to smell the fresh produce, and the spices are incredible. And sometimes as well, that works really, really well with some of our other ships like Marina, Vista and Alora, where we have our cooking school.
Yeah.
So you get to experience a little bit of history and culture and then make the product as well.
And you get to come and share that experience with the team that were actually on the excursion with you as well.
Yeah.
It really is incredible, and what a wonderful break from the norm. I think that's what this whole package says to me. It's something completely different culturally, in terms of the cruise experience as well, and actually the whole pace of the travel here as well. Remember, this is for next January as well, so we are planning ahead here. But we are touring an amazing part of the world, over 22 nights here. Now, our package includes your flight over from the UK to Bali. Remember, we almost forgot about Bali. It seems such a long time ago, but you're there for 4 nights in a hotel before you start your 2 weeks of luxury cruising on Oceania Regatta across Indonesia, Malaysia and Thailand, with your world included superior accommodation as well. And we'll touch more with Cal about the accommodation that you can expect on board in just a moment. Amazing service, your ship gratuities are included, unlimited Wi-Fi right the way through the cruise. You might want to hang on though to those pictures before you get home to post them. The excellent gourmet speciality open seating dining, the finest cuisine at sea, that's included right the way through your cruise. In-room dining is available as well. If you just had a long day in port and you just want to relax and just enjoy it in your room, you absolutely can, and it's still that same excellent cuisine. Specialty coffees, ice cream and gelato. That's sound music to my ears. Group fitness classes, a laundry service available to use on board as well. Fabulous entertainment, guest speakers. There's so much more to talk about. You end the cruise in Singapore and you enjoy another 2-night hotel stay there before you then fly back to the UK. So let's have a look at everything that is included with this offer. So it is incredible. We always look at these luxury getaways, and they are a little bit more considered than other holidays, no doubt about it. But when you factor in the inclusions and almost the exclusivity, this is a lot more like one of those kind of yacht charters and a lot less like a commercial ocean-going cruise.
Yeah, definitely. And because the ships are beautiful, I mean, they're beautifully designed, there's lots of areas to relax in, all the inclusions are there, you can make it as personal as you like, you've got beautiful experiences to enjoy.
It's stunning. I mean, it really is, and who wouldn't want to see parts of the world that might be completely unfamiliar to you in the very best possible way? I mean, just look at the ship there in the picture. I mean, she is stunning. Now, listen, you can obviously make this an all-inclusive offering as well if you want to. There is a prestige beverage package which you can add for unlimited wines and spirits by just talking to the team right now. The number, of course, free, 0800 953 4701 if you have any questions whatsoever. And of course, you can put a deposit down today to make this happen and to lock in the price tag that we have. And actually, the prices that we've negotiated, Cal, are testament to our great relationship with Oceania as well, which is kind of long-standing, which is why you keep coming back as well. We keep doing the deals, but they are special holidays, and actually, I think because the world is getting a lot smaller as well, isn't it, for a lot of people these days, this is not now, the luxury cruise market is now not necessarily the territory of 30th wedding anniversary or I've retired. It's actually becoming, once you've had a little taste of this, you kind of really do get used to it, don't you?
And you want more. I mean, and again, coming back to that destination as well, it might be somewhere that you've thought, oh, I'd love to go there, but I'm not sure. The cost or the expense might be there. But when you're thinking about going on a destination trip like a cruise, it really opens up more opportunities to see more of the world.
And I think sometimes, actually, when you're being offered a luxury product, it has to be at a reassuring price tag as well. You also need to know that, actually, I am investing in this, but I need to trust that. I need to know that I'm going to be looked after every step of the way. And that's where the reputation, the backstory of a cruise line like Oceania comes into play, doesn't it? Yeah. What is the heritage?
So in terms of where we are, we're still a very small cruise line. I'd say no more than about 23 years old. Okay, 8 ships. We're getting bigger. We're increasing our product offerings more, and we're wonderful. It's a lovely experience to have.
And it's a great reputation as well. I hear its praises being sung left, right, and centre, not only just with passengers but across the industry as well. Actually, I think it's a very, very smart proposition. And of course, there are quite a lot of luxury cruise line offerings out there right now. So focusing on food, I think, because actually a lot of people do say that ocean-going cruising, the food might not be quite what it used to be 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and that's where a cruise line like Oceania can really step in and say, okay, the best is here. What is the kind of thing I can enjoy on board?
Oh, there's so many, Derek. Honestly, you've got beautifully created sushi, my favourite. I love Asian food. Our burgers, our steaks, our filet mignons, spot on.
Okay, so when you're talking about the finest cuisine at sea, we are not always talking about sitting down to 7 courses in a row. We're talking the best burgers, the best casual, the best grab and go as well.
So we have al fresco dining. We have our gourmet restaurants that you can enjoy on board. So on Regatta, you've got our steak, our Italian, Toscana, our Polo grill, which is obviously Tuscan grill. But they are wonderful. So if you want to go in and have that, you can. Yeah. But then you have our Terrace Cafe, which is al fresco, our Waves Grill, which is our pool bar we have, with sumptuous food, delicious, nutritious. Oh, I could talk about it all day.
Well, we've got at least an hour, and actually Jane Archer is joining us later in the show as well to cast her eye over her experience on Oceania as well. But let's do something really exciting now. Let's get on the first cruise of a brand new addition to the Oceania fleet, and we'll go on a magnificent Mediterranean maiden voyage, which is easy for you to say. It's 8 nights and it starts on the 16th of July, and we'll fly from the UK out to Trieste in Italy for a 2-night hotel stay. I had to check out where Trieste was on the map. It's kind of to the right of Venice a little bit, isn't it? Almost heading towards the coast of, now where does it border? Italy borders, is it Croatia, Slovenia? On that side, but a beautiful part of Italy. You know, Italy is absolutely gorgeous anyway. A great place to spend some time and just enjoy and relax. And then something very, very exciting, Cal. Why do I think you're going to be on this as well? Are you going to be on?
I'm not on this one, but I will be experiencing Allura.
Okay, so brand new. This is the maiden Mediterranean voyage as well. So there is going to be somewhat of a song and dance going on. This is not going to be an ordinary cruise.
It's going to be a special cruise.
Yes.
Yeah, very special indeed.
So what can we look forward to on Allura? Because she's slightly bigger than the rest of the fleet.
The 4 small ships that we have, we would say are small. Yeah. Small ship. I'd say these are more midship, but a little bit bigger. Okay, so no more than 1,200 customers.
Which is still very low in the cruising world, isn't it? Actually, which is great.
And she is the sister ship to Vista.
Yes.
Okay. But absolutely incredible, absolutely stunning. So imagine our Vista product, but Allura is, we've gone one step bigger.
It looks incredible, I have to say. I love the fact that it's a really kind of social feel on board as well. I know we've touched on this before when you've been in to see us, but having something like the artist loft there, where it isn't just, we're not just sitting at a table and we're making some pom-poms out of wool. This is next level when you're talking about getting involved in creating something.
It is, because it's all about your personal experiences. So for example, if you're an artist, I'm not an artist, okay, but I'll certainly go and enjoy, just to kind of relax and use that to your advantage and paint. And look, you can do painting, and there's guest speakers in there. They will have artists that in there that will show you different experiences, and it really does make it more about you.
I love the fact that you have choice. That's the thing. And it is the kind of people you meet on a cruise like this as well, isn't it? It is people who, I've said this before on other kind of luxury cruise offerings, it's people who don't have anything to prove. They are just there to enjoy the finer things in life.
And that's the thing, you've hit the nail on the head, the choice. It's like your choice to do what you like. Having those facilities there, having those amenities there. And again, they're all included. So why not?
And of course, you've got the spa on board to enjoy as well, the Aquamar spa. Lots and lots of different treatments. You can be wrapped up in all sorts, I imagine.
Yep. There's the outdoor spa area as well that we have access to from our concierge cabins and above, which is beautiful. Thalassotherapy, outdoor, beautiful experiences, yes.
It's good to do, isn't it? When you're enjoying an experience like this, you may as well dive in, wholeheartedly and do it all and take care of yourself. It's not something we do in everyday life, is it? It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. So a very, very exciting proposition here. You are on the first cruise of a brand new addition to the Oceania fleet. All eyes are on her. Of course, we're taking a wonderful 6-night cruise out of Trieste in Italy, heading to Rijeka first in Croatia. There's the hinterland tour here to see the lakes, caves and the gorgeous lakesides and vistas here. Taste some homemade liqueurs as well, maybe. Well, why not? You're on holiday. Next, we head to Ravenna in Italy, which is wonderful. You can tour Bologna from here, see medieval buildings, piazzas, fountains, and the basilica here, with plenty of time to shop in the swanky boutiques. Back to Croatia, to Dubrovnik now. Can't help but call this King's Landing these days, can you? For Game of Thrones, but there's so much more to it as well. And you're porting in the city until 8 in the evening as well, which is wonderful, which means you have a really full day here. Next to Kotor in Montenegro, which is becoming a real hot spot in this part of the world, actually. You can tour here, enjoy the views from the cable car above the mountains of Kotor. You can drive the national park. You can visit the former capital and the other coastal towns as well. It's really up and coming. And I love the fact as well, we must touch on this. Yeah. When we go into the ports, we're going into the heart of the city. Right. If we're not directly in the port town, we have shuttles to take us straight in. And of course, with only 1,200 or so people on board, we're going straight away. Yeah. We're not waiting in, you will be group WW, you are straight there.
Straight there, no queuing, and off you go to experience it. And like you said, with a lot of the destinations we go to, there will be early morning arrivals and late night or late evening departures, giving you more time to enjoy those experiences, which is wonderful.
And of course, when it comes to dining as well, just to touch on that as well, if I am back slightly later in the evening, I'm not set to one particular time necessarily for dining. I do have flexibility there as well.
Yeah, so like you said, open seating. We will guarantee you a space in all of our restaurants if we have the availability for it, absolutely. We do encourage customers to book their restaurants in advance, so they've got that, but there is no table for two, sat down, same table every day, same time. It's a lot more casual.
And this is why we want to do a cruise experience like this, because it is stunning to do and you get the best of everything. And I have to say, thanks to our close relationship with Oceania as well, on a maiden voyage, and I am very, very surprised that there are still places. It will be very, very limited in availability as well. This is the very first sailing. All eyes are on it. And there are people from around the world who are booking onto this sailing as well. But right now, fingers crossed, still places for you at our price tag on screen. And this price includes your flight from the UK to Trieste in Italy with a 2-night hotel stay there to enjoy before joining Oceania's brand new Allura for your 6-night maiden med, your world included boutique cruise in Italy, Montenegro and Croatia, which includes superior accommodation. And again, we must talk about the accommodation as well. Remind me, Cal. Amazing service, your ship gratuities, unlimited Wi-Fi right the way throughout your time on board, excellent gourmet speciality, open seating dining included, in-room dining if you fancy it as well. So if you get back from a very, very busy day in port, just chill out. Do you know what? I'll have dinner in bed. Thank you very much. Not a problem when you're on board with Oceania as well. And so many other inclusions as well. It's incredible. Things like group fitness classes and gelato. Gelato, I'll go for that. I'll watch people doing the fitness classes. There's a laundry service available to use. Great entertainment for you to enjoy. Guest speakers, wonderful crafting activities and art activities, which are so immersive. You end the cruise in the port for Athens for this one, and then you fly back to the UK. This is incredible. Let's take a look at everything that is included in this offer. It is stunning. Such a nice way of enjoying something that is exciting and brand new and different. And of course, because we are ending this in Athens, that if you wanted to add a couple of nights in Athens there and just, eke out the holiday a little bit further, of course you can do that as well. So there is everything that is included. There is a prestige select beverage package available as well there on screen. Talk to our team about that when you come through, because that kind of, You can, of course, pay for your drinks as you go while you're on board at very reasonable prices, I'm absolutely sure, and I'm sure it's the best of brands on board, in step with the cruise line. But a beverage package, again, just for budgeting's sake sometimes, because you think about, I mean, soft drinks are obviously included, but if you go through a regular day, you might have a gin and tonic by the pool at lunchtime because you're on holiday, and then in the evening
and a cocktail.
Exactly, and you know.
And it's nice because in the lounges as well, we'll have promotions available, but you can sit back and have free drinks in martinis.
Yeah.
We've got the Founders Bar. I mean, I've been on board and then realised, oh, I've got to go for dinner.
Yeah.
But because it's wonderful, just that beautiful atmosphere. And then going back to what you said about the gelato being your favourite, on Allura we're absolutely excited to share. Well, we have the creperie on board. So you're going to have fresh waffles and crepes also as well, all of which are included for you, as well as the bakery.
Stunning. It's just such a comprehensive offering, isn't it? It really is. Listen, if you want to know more, 0800 953 4701 is our free phone telephone number. And joining me now on the show to talk about the Oceania Cruises difference is the absolute encyclopedia of luxury cruise travel. It's Jane Archer. Welcome back, Jane. So the Oceania Cruises difference really is all about the food, isn't it? I mean, they say themselves the finest cuisine at sea.
Yeah, they do. Need I say more? It's all about the food, and it is. I mean, there are so many places that you can go and eat, the different styles of food that they have, and it's great stuff. I think that their figure is something like they have one chef for every 10 passengers. I mean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Yeah,
that's a lot of chefs on board.
That's a lot of chefs,
and that's a lot of freshly sourced ingredients from the destinations that they're actually going to as well. That makes a big difference too.
Yes, it does. Yeah, and the food. I mean, it is it is really good food. I mean, so tasty, so well prepared, served with style. The restaurants themselves are beautifully designed. It all kind of comes together. It's all about food.
And of course, your choice of all of those different dining options included as standard as well, which is, again, is lovely, isn't it? It means you can take your pick across all of the different choices. Yeah,
you can, which is really nice. Obviously, you've got the main dining room as well. We mustn't forget that, and because you get some absolutely amazing food in there. And I think it's on a Sunday. They do a Sunday brunch.
Oh.
It would be on a Sunday, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And it's so good. It really is. You know, obviously go and help yourself to all of this most fantastic food that's all been freshly prepared there. It's a very, very special experience. But then, like you say, all the other restaurants there, and you can go into one, each one once, and then you can get in again if there's space available. And it doesn't cost anything extra. I mean, how fantastic is that? You can go into the Asian, you can go into Ember is one of the new ones that they've got on there, which serves what they call American comfort food. And it's got a lovely, very relaxed, very casual kind of style to it. It's for people who don't necessarily want the big dining experience, and so maybe they want to go in and sort of just have a meal and then go because they got the show to go to or whatever. So the evening doesn't become a 3-hour, 4-hour dining experience. So they've introduced that to make something a little bit different. Aquamar Kitchen, that was absolutely amazing. The only problem with that one is getting in because it is so popular, and it's kind of more healthy style food. Bowls and salads,
which is good actually, isn't it? Because a lot of people think with cruising you are constantly filling yourself with and gaining and all of the rest of it, but actually these days particularly the luxury cruise lines really are tailoring to everybody's needs, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and that is very much a misconception about cruising generally, but with Oceania I would say in particular, because this is not all about how much food you've got on your plate, it's about the quality of the food that you've got on your plate, and that's the important bit about the experience.
And of course, because you are sailing with fewer people as well, the overall experience is a lot easier as well, actually, isn't it? Even getting into ports, for instance, you're not waiting in long lines. There are shuttle services, and they do make a big difference, don't they?
Oh, they do, absolutely, yes, and yes. cruising with fewer people, it does it makes it for a much more relaxed experience, is how I would put it, because you're not always queuing or finding there are people here and there and everywhere. You have space. You have space to chill. You have space to relax. You can find your own little corner, and you can guarantee that the staff will know who you are, and they will recognise you. They will recognise what you enjoy. And it does make it a much more relaxed experience.
But still a lovely sociable affair as well, aren't they? The smaller ship cruising, I mean, it's a great way to actually get to know people and get to meet fascinating people too.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because when they are small like that, you do see the same person again. You might see them that evening, then the next evening, and the next evening, and you do create really good friendships with these people, and you get to know them. And they are fascinating people. They've all lived such amazing lives. That's one of the reasons why they can go on these cruises, because they have seen the world, and this is them doing the world now in a different way.
And you're talking also about the destinations that you're going to being very different than the traditional, cruise fare itineraries.
Yes, but I mean, obviously they do the popular ones, the popular ports, because they are popular for a reason. People want to go to Rome, they want to go to Florence and all those kind of places. But they can also go to some of the smaller ports as well. And sometimes there are ports you've probably never even heard of them, and you think, where on earth might that be? They've got two sizes of ships. So they've got the smaller ships, which only hold 700 passengers, and of course they can get into much smaller ports again. The next one's up, they're hardly big, just over 1,200 passengers. So again, they can get into the ports that the big ships can't reach and deliver a much more different experience.
So something that everyone should give a try if they are looking to broaden their travel horizons a little bit?
I would say so, absolutely. And I would also add to that, you don't have to be a foodie to go on board. You'll love it anyway.
Fantastic. Jane, thank you as always. It looks very, very tempting indeed. And our team of specialist cruise consultants are always on hand to make sure your journey of luxury is always first class.
With 25 years of travel expertise, when booking with Cruise1st, you can be sure that you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We work with all the major cruise lines to bring you the most comprehensive selection of exclusive deals you won't find anywhere else. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and ATOL Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is always safe with us. We make it easy to budget for your dream holiday. With many of our deals, just pay a deposit today and you then have until your due date to pay the balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 7,000 independent reviews. This all means that you can be fully confident when booking your next exciting adventure with Cruise1st.
And it's such a pleasure to bring all of these experiences to life as well on TV. It's fantastic. And I think actually more and more people are looking at the luxury cruise market. Cal and I were just talking then about so many people actually, sort of having their heads turned by the fact that when you do the maths, and we all do the maths, don't we? When you work out, okay, well, if I went on a balcony with them, and then I did drinks, and then I did the Wi-Fi package, and then I did this, and then I did that, and then you sit that kind of pricing side by side with a luxury offering where there's more included, where there are less people around, where you're spending longer in port, and more is being lavished upon you, you can understand why people are heading in the right direction.
Yeah, no, they are, because it's that peace of mind knowing it's all done there for you. I mean, I love travelling and I've done it myself, but sometimes I'm thinking, if I had that and I didn't have to worry about it, and you can sit back and enjoy it then, can't you? Even more, and you feel more like, oh great, this is my holiday, I'm going to have a wonderful time.
I think you can enjoy it more, actually, can't you? Let's talk accommodation.
Okay,
I have remembered. Right the way through the show, I've forgotten so far, but let's talk about the accommodation. What can I expect from my accommodation?
Look, the accommodation is incredible. Our staterooms are beautifully designed. They have different levels where you wish to choose based on your budget or what you want included. So on Regatta, which we showed on the ships, we have beautiful staterooms, all of which come with our signature Tranquility mattress beds, perfectly guaranteed to guarantee the perfect night's sleep, chamomile infused mattress toppers. Then you move up into our concierge, our penthouse staterooms, and again with all of our other ships as well, they have all those beautiful signature experiences, upgraded amenities in the bathroom inspired by our Aquamar spa, complimentary bathrobes and robes from our concierge, and then our penthouse levels as well into our Oceania and Vista suites. So space is absolutely crucial, and it's up to you to how you want to enjoy
So
it.
plenty of space, everything that I need.
Yep.
Is there, you've got the interactive TVs, I guess. Is there information on ports and places that I'm going to there as
daily,
well?
we mentioned earlier about the activities. You'll get your daily schedule as to what's included. There's also complimentary minibar in the rooms as well for you, so that you can fill that with your favourite soft drinks that you like.
Okay.
We'll give you refillable water bottles that you can use around the ship to refill your waters, which is again complimentary. And then in our concierge, penthouse, and also our Oceania Vista suites, as the size is really big, you've also got beautiful areas to relax. And you mentioned when you're out and about in the port and you just don't feel like going to dinner, or you're going to go up and go in something, you've got a beautiful dining area. So in our penthouse levels, you get the butler service included.
Okay.
So you can have complimentary dining also there, course by course, in your staterooms.
And one other thing very, very quickly, because this is a bugbear of mine, and I absolutely love when there is a laundry service available for me to actually go and use, and that's available there.
Correct. So self-service laundrettes we have open for
Perfect.
you, and then in our concierge and our penthouse levels and above, you get pressing services included as well.
Lovely. And there's an iron and an ironing board in the laundry.
Correct.
Fantastic, because I do love ironing my own shirts. I don't know what you're like. First thing I want to do on a cruise is make sure I'm all pressed for that night. Anyway, listen, we still have an amazing trip to the South Pacific and the wonderful French Polynesia, journeying to the Hawaiian Islands with a stay in LA on the way. But first we are heading to the outback and the wonderful Great Barrier Reef of Australia for a 17-night luxury getaway starting on the 5th of February, flying out of the grey of the UK and off to the sunshine of Sydney, Australia, averaging at this time of the year the high 20s. Just putting it out there straight away. You're going to enjoy a 2-night hotel stay in Sydney. Of course, you've got wonderful Bondi Beach. There are lots and lots of local tours you can talk to our team about arranging as well, doing maybe a half-day familiarisation tour of Sydney and seeing all of the highlights, or maybe you just want to head to one of those beautiful beaches. There are over 100 in Sydney, so there'll be one for you. And then here comes our cruise, 14 fabulous nights again. 14 nights is perfect for a cruise like this, isn't it? A week you would almost feel cheated, wouldn't you?
I think you wouldn't enjoy it as much, would you? I'd feel like, haven't had eaten in this restaurant again and have more.
Absolutely. We're on board this time Oceania Riviera, and I can see there's lots. We are in the perfect place to enjoy lots of outdoor activities here, and there's plenty of space and variety for us to enjoy in terms of being outdoors, because we will want to here.
Yeah, there's the outdoor deck. You've got the pool area, which is absolutely stunning. Sunbed for everybody, beautifully beautiful crafted around the pool area as well, so lots of space.
And just look at the interiors. They are just stunning. I love the fact they're all so calm and cool and muted and different as well. You can go on some cruise ships and literally walk from one end of the ship to the other, and the whole thing looks exactly the same. Whereas there's lovely tonal differences. We get a little chocolate. I do love that. That seemed to be a bit of a dying art in the world of cruise now. Just that little chocolate always used to make all the difference. Seems to have disappeared from a lot of cruise now, hasn't it?
Yeah, and you get, sometimes you'll get different welcome gifts in your room. So in our concierge staterooms, you'll get welcome drinks on arrival. You'll get different, in our penthouse suites, you'll get extra treats in the evening, canapes and things as well, which is lovely.
Look at this food as well. So we are talking about the full shebang sit down in the evening if we want to, but we're talking about, we're in much sunnier climate here, aren't we? So I'm talking, a lot more al fresco dining and light dining, I guess, here in this part of the world.
So we just saw the Terrace Cafe, which does have an indoor area, and then they have the outdoor area as well. All beautifully self-service, you can help yourself. It's all plated as well, so the tables are all laid out for you. So you don't have to worry about walking around with plates. You can do that yourself if you want to, or have it all plated for you as well.
It just looks amazing. And I guess those menus are ever refreshed. And do they reflect the part of the world that you're in as well, generally?
Yes, they do. Yep. So in our grand dining room, we will have over 200 different varieties of menu choices that we change. We'll look at the destinations we're going to. In our terrace cafe, you might have a chef station as well, based on the country you're travelling to. And it's great because there's going to be something for everybody to experience.
I don't know about being a passenger. I think it would be a joy being part of the crew here as well, wouldn't it? It sounds like a wonderful life, doesn't it? This is going to be the very, very best of everything. Everything you love and enjoy about cruising, refined, relaxed, enhanced. That's what the Oceania experience is all about. Now, just to remind you, wake up everyone, we are starting this in Sydney, Australia, and we've got 2 weeks of cruising, so get ready for quite some trip. Day at sea, we're in Mooloolaba, which is in Australia. This is where the world famous Australia Zoo is, the one that was created by Steve Irwin, you know, the crocodile guy. It's there. You can see the conservation work that they do there as well from here. Day at sea, and we are in Airlie Beach, and you can see from the picture there, that's exactly what you want to be doing in this part of Australia. It is Great Barrier Reef territory. It is the Whitsunday Island territory as well, or you can take a party catamaran cruise here as well. To Cairns next, and we're looking at the Corunda Railway there, which is just stunning. You can take a heritage rail journey through the rainforest here. You can explore a nature park in a World War II Army duck vehicle as well. Cooktown is next in Australia. I'd be quite happy to sit there and watch that view for the whole day, wouldn't you? It just looks wonderful, doesn't it? You can visit Crocs here if you like, take a river cruise, hear about the gold rush that happened in the late 1800s. A couple of days at sea, and we're at the top end of Australia in Darwin now, and there's more than just kangaroos, you know. There's wonderful croc adventures. They're all about crocodiles in this part of the world, you know. All at a safe distance, I'm glad to say, or you can just go sailing around the harbour. Next, we're off to Indonesia, to Komodo. Komodo, of course, everyone's heard of because of the Komodo dragon. This is where they come from. You can see them in their natural environment as well on tours, but you've got craggy mountains here, deep canyons, savannas, just wonderful. Next to Selikan Bawang in Indonesia. This is northern Bali. You can venture into the wilderness of the Bali Barat National Park here, go snorkeling in the coral reef at Menjangan Island as well. Now, we end this cruise with an overnight in Benoit, which is the main port in Bali. So you have some extra time there. Quite nice to see this part of the world, not just by day, but by night as well, which will be wonderful. And of course, right the way through, I gave you a couple of ideas as we went through the ports there. There are lots of curated excursion experiences that you can take in this part of the world. But often, you're close enough to the heart of the action to just literally just wander into these places.
Yeah, of course you can. And there's something for everybody to choose. And it's such a beautiful ship to enjoy as well. Get off, spend time at the port. The overnight port will be fantastic, so you get to experience it on land for more than 24 hours and then get back on.
I love this. It's almost like a half circumnavigation around Australia and then on to Indonesia and Bali. And Bali is some wonderful place to be as well. Now, a deposit today of just £500 each will confirm your booking if you are interested in this. And our package price includes your flight out to Sydney in Australia, a 2-night hotel stay there, which we can always expand to 3, 4, 5, 7 nights if you want to, not a problem. And then it's your 2 weeks of sheer bliss. Absolute sheer bliss. 5-star, 6-star, call it what you like, luxury. The Oceania difference on Riviera. Enjoying the Your World Included bonuses, which is boutique cruising right the way through. Superior accommodation, we've just been through that as well. Amazing service on board. A high number of crew to passengers, and that's important. Your shipboard gratuities are all included. Unlimited Wi-Fi is there for you. Excellent gourmet speciality open seated dining. You dine wherever and wherever you want to, included, and it is the finest cuisine at sea as well. Soft drinks are included, specialty coffees, ice cream and gelato. Ooh, sounds good, doesn't it? Group fitness classes if you like to be doing the daily dozen. The laundry service, where I can iron my own shirts, is available for you to use as well. Great entertainment of the evening and a variety of entertainment and so much more for our price tag. Let's take a look at everything that is included here. And you know, I could list literally 150 bullet points of pluses as to why you should be on the cruise, but let's not forget the part of the world we're in here as well.
Great time of year as well.
Yes, cruising around Australia at any time of the year is great, to be honest, but this is particularly good because, of course, the weather's particularly rubbish here. So you can go and enjoy the other side of the world in style at a price tag which you would expect, wouldn't you? Looking at that price tag on screen, you would expect, okay, well, that's your flights to and from Sydney, a couple of nights in a hotel. There you are, job done, nice holiday, thank you very much. No, we have so much more beyond that. It is ridiculous. And of course, you can add the Prestige Select Beverage Package with our team on 0800 953 4701. Wow, there are other tours you can add to that as well, to the Hunter Valley wineries, which are nearby. And of course, we can also arrange a hotel stay in Bali at the end of the cruise if you want to. But we'll stay in paradise right now, if that's okay with you, for our final package with Oceania. And we're heading to the dreamy islands of French Polynesia, which is not too far away in the South Pacific, on one heck of a journey for October. We fly you first from the UK to Tahiti. And we've got a 2-night hotel stay to bask in the sunshine on a 2-night hotel stay in Papeete. Now, there's lots to see here. Well, it's Tahiti. What do you need to know? Look at the pictures, drink it in. I mean, this is a part of the world which you only have to say Tahiti, don't you, really? Enough said.
Yeah.
You don't really need to know anything else. Just look at the pictures. This is what you could be enjoying for a couple of nights. There are wonderful markets there if you want to, but if I would be doing next to nothing in Tahiti and getting ready for my fabulous cruise. Now, this is the biggest in this show. We're talking 18 nights this time, and the first night we're staying in Papeete in Tahiti as well. And we're back on board Regatta, so we're talking again one of the smaller ships with Oceania. We're talking less than 700 passengers.
Yep,
to 400 crew.
400 crew. And it's such a beautiful product, this, because the destinations sit really well, because you can get straight to the heart of the action, be right in the middle of absolutely everything.
Yeah. This feels a bit more like, I don't know if you're familiar with that TV series Below Deck, you know, where groups of people charter a yacht and whatever. And you look at that kind of experience. And you know what gets me about that every time is at the end of their charter, they hand over, they've already paid for their charter, but they hand over these massive white envelope with tens of thousands worth of dollars just to say thank you to the crew.
Oh, wow.
And I look at our price tag for this right now across our 25 nights and I think, okay, would I want to charter for many tens of thousands to be, you know, just me and 10 other people, or would I like to enjoy this kind of experience where actually I am meeting new people as well?
Well, if I had the 10,000, I'd have to book 2 because it's great, isn't it?
Definitely.
And absolutely works wonders.
Definitely. And again, you look at the surroundings here and I think this is wonderful because you're right, it's so in step with the part of the world that we are in. Nothing needs to be a hassle.
No.
We don't need to be standing in a queue, waiting in line. We don't need any hassles whatsoever because we are in just paradise parts of the world. So everything has to work, doesn't it?
It does, and it's simplicity, isn't it? Because look, beautiful staterooms with so many more different tables to sit back and relax, no having to worry about going to the same table every day. You've got the dining experiences that are included, that beautiful small ship that's going to get you to those destinations, something to do with a library on board to sit back and relax, a beautiful barista's coffee area to go and get your beautiful coffees in the morning and look out with afternoon tea. Yeah. It is wonderful.
Can we just touch on formality? Because some people might think this is a lovely idea and I love doing it, but I'm not doing 22 nights of tuxedo.
Do you know what, Derek? You don't have to. So it is, we say we're elegant resort casual. If gentlemen want to dress up or ladies want to wear the ball gowns, they are more than welcome to. Yeah. But there is no dress code. It's relaxed, it's small, smart casual. And look, we don't even have photographers on board. So you don't feel pressurised or... And of course there'll be a different feel from day to night as well. You know, daytime will be casual. Nighttime you dress to your surroundings, don't you? As you feel comfortable. So
Do you feel comfortable cruising out of Tahiti? Ah, sounds good, doesn't it? We are heading to Moorea first. We're in French Polynesia now. This is just so beautiful. You can take an inland drive adventure here to see all the sights, have a lazy catamaran adventure if you like, or go off-roading on a 4x4. Next we head to Rangiroa, which looks incredible as well, doesn't it? A wonderful island. They call it a natural aquarium, actually. It's great to snorkel here. There's pearl farming you can find out about here, and you can dive with the manta rays, which are very, very friendly. A day at sea, and we are in Nukuhiva, French Polynesia. Now, the wonderful port in Taiohae here has very few tourists, so it's very still reasonably undiscovered here. There's hiking trails here. There's a dolphin experience on the island as well. 4 days at sea. We're across to Hilo in Hawaii, so we're on the big island here. You can visit the very active Kilauea volcano here. It's recently had a big old puff, I do believe. Enjoy the falls as well. There's so much to see here. Beautiful. Next we head to Lahaina. Again, the picture kind of tells the story, doesn't it? The wonderful tropical fish, turtles, whales, and more to spot and look out for here. And there are lush pineapple plantations that you can visit, all part of tours with Oceania. Next, we head to Honolulu, to Oahu. Such a beautiful place to enjoy. Scenic drives here, history tours, submarine adventures even, and an awful lot more to enjoy just sitting on that beach. Just for the day, and it would be a long day as well, which would be wonderful. 5 days at sea across to the States, not forgetting Kauai before we do that, in Nawiliwili. So much to do and see here. There's a highlights tour and the amazing river. The royal residences are here as well. Then we take our 5 days at sea, enjoying everything that Oceania has to offer. We finish in Los Angeles in the States, and we've got a 2-night hotel stay there for you as well. Oh my word, this is lovely. And again, we can extend this stay if you want to as well. LA is one of those places that just fascinates me. Of course, you can have your picture taken up by the Hollywood sign. You can go to see the Griffith Observatory there, the Getty Center, Sunset Boulevard. It's all there for you. What a wonderful way to round off this holiday, and that 2 nights in LA included in this offer for your price tag on screen. So let's talk about what's included in your price tag here. It is, of course, right at the beginning. It is your flight out from the UK out to Papeete on Tahiti for a 2-night hotel stay there. 18 nights on board Oceania Regatta, sailing French Polynesia and the Hawaiian Islands. Again, your world included luxury as well, so that wonderful accommodation, the great service, gratuities, unlimited Wi-Fi, that finest cuisine at sea, open seating dining in the restaurants right the way around the ship, or in your room if you fancy. Lots of other inclusions as well for you. Of course, this cruise ends in Los Angeles, and then we've got the 2-night stay there for you in a hotel before flying back to the UK, and a deposit today will secure that for you. Let's just take a final look at everything that's included here. Again, you can add that beverage package, the drinks package if you want to. The Prestige Select package there, the price is on screen for you. And often people do choose to do that, because then actually by the time you're talking about October here, by the time you've done all the budgeting, factored the cost, paid for it, the distance between paying for it and actually going on it, by the time it's happening, you kind of think, that's it, I've done all the budgeting, I can just really enjoy this now.
And it's not, yeah, it's enjoyment, relax, lovely product. I mean, this is a fantastic itinerary as well.
And the great thing is, and this is the longest of the itineraries we've seen right the way through this show, which I can't believe an hour's nearly gone already, but I don't need to be a lottery winner.
No.
That's the great thing about this, isn't it? I mean, yes, they're considered holidays, but when, again, talking about that comparison of regular cruise line, when you go to their higher grades and then add the drink package and add the Wi-Fi package and add the this and add that, that is already included with Oceania. That the numbers are so favourable, aren't they?
They are, and we've set the bar quite high because of obviously that your world. And even when you look at some of the other offerings that don't have all those speciality dining restaurants, that's going to cost you more, so you've still got to factor that in.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got something that's quite elegant, resort casual, all at your fingertips, just relax and enjoy it. Lovely.
60 minutes on the clock, it's already up. Can you believe it?
No.
That's crazy.
Gone
isn't
quick.
it? I know, really, really quick. Cal, please come back, because I know there is more news down the line that we can't say right now, but there is always new news and always new offers to talk about as well.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for your time, and please come back and see us again.
I will. Thank you very much for having me.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Honestly, I have loved that hour. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. You've got a lot out of it too. Of course, if you've got any questions, talk to our travel team right now on 0800 953 4701 and get all the information that you need. But if you're thinking about an Oceania cruise, I tell you what, after that hour, I think I'm ready for about 2 or 3. See you soon. Bye-bye.